Hey, how you guys doing? I am Gilman Fortin, USMC Doc 14 on Pirate 4x4, and here's a little after video to explain to you why I think I'm worthy to win the Baileigh Industries Bender and Notcher. But first things I would like to do is thank Baileigh Industries for their support of Pirate 4x4 and for support for the off-road community. If it wasn't for companies like them, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we love to do. About me, 36 years old, live in Norfolk, Virginia. My primary job, I'm not a builder of any kind. I actually fix things. More specifically, I fix people. I'm a United States Navy corpsman. I'm active duty, so that brings its own inherent little problems of time frame getting projects done, or even what state the country I'm in when I finish it. Little thing about the contest is I don't really look at myself as a fabricator. I'm just a guy who likes to build stuff in his garage, just like 90% of the people out there that enjoy this hobby. A long time ago, I learned that you can either learn to open your wallet or you can learn to build stuff. And I've learned to build stuff. It's once you've got that knowledge base, you can never get rid of it. And plus, you end up with the product that you want instead of what somebody else's interpretation of that end result is. But let me show you around the shop. It's not really a shop. It's a two-car garage, with all of my stuff and all of the normal household things, just like everybody else on the board. But enough about me. Let me show you around. I mean, yeah, it's a two-car garage, but it's got all the things that I need. 220 line and my air compressor. Here's the teleprompter from doing the commercial. And all of your normal household items mixed in with all of my normal fabrication supplies. Spray station. It's I am a fully well-stocked garage for what it is. All of my full tools. And if you're a member on Pirate 4x4, you know that I'm an avid gunsmith, so everything all over here is all for firearms and firearm repair. Over here is all of my metal shaping equipment, bandsaw, drill press, welding cart, welders. Over here, I'm restoring an 1800s safe, so hopefully this thing can get out of the damn garage. Hydraulic press, and I mean, literally, I build everything. If a company doesn't make something that I want, I'll make it on my own. Here's my homemade parts washer made out of an old washing machine. Old dishwasher, and it works great. Over here is my sandblasting cabinet. For the money that people wanted for a sandblasting cabinet, I found it more cost-effective to make my own. And like I said, all the other, normal household items that end up in a two-car garage. But it's, oops, sorry about that. But it's my garage, and this is where I enjoy being. This is where, I create. And hopefully that, if I do win your guys' Bender and Notcher, I'll be able to fully utilize it out here. Well, let me show you guys the vehicle projects at the house and some of the other things that I've worked on. This right here is my wife's Jeep JK. Simple modifications on 35s. It's her daily driver, and it takes her wherever she needs to go. This over here is my garage cat, Fluffy Nuts. He will keep your Bender and Notcher free of any pest and vermin. And behind it is my 2007 JK Unlimited. It's seen a lot of internet time and a lot of featuring. I do all my own modifications, all my own customizations, from whether it be the custom bumper, suspension installation. I made the wheels in the garage, did all the welding. I do all my own custom paint. I do all my own custom bodywork. Pretty much everything, anything, electrical, mechanical. If it can be done, I will do it. The only thing I can't do is I can't really bend tubing. I don't have the equipment for it. Even, like when I went and had this light bar bent up, it was in my best interest just to go to Liquid Iron Industries when I was up in Maryland to have them bend it up. Because to be bluntly honest, I can't really trust any of the off-road shops that are in this area. They're hack, or they're built primarily for mall cruisers. And what I really want to do is, this needs a cage, not only for off-road usage, but It's my daily driver. If I end up barrel rolling this in the highway at 80 miles an hour, I want to make sure that me, my wife, or any other passengers are safe. When it comes time to run a cage in my JK, I only want to do it once, and I want to do it right. I'm not going to go and drop the money on a bolt-in cage. That, to me, it's a compromise. You know, you have these ones where you have a side plate that comes over to here and it bolts into the cowl. And to me, yeah, it's okay and it's adequate, but it's not to the level of that I've built, and it's not level to the performance that I need. When this gets done, I want it done completely right. Full cage tied into the floors, multi-point, harnesses tied into the cage, the seats, the suspension seats tied into the cage. There's no point in half-assing it, especially if you're going to spend the time to build it yourself. I've spent the time to make sure that everything else in this was correctly done. Full fire suppression system, all the wiring is done correctly. Every bit of safety is done correctly, so there's no point in doing a compromise with a cage. And with your guys' notcher and bender, I'll be able to do it right and make sure it's done right without having to rely on some shops with questionable abilities around here. And as mentioned in the parody, this is my bending and notching equipment. I have your Harbor Freight Kinko-Matic 3000 pipe bender. The rest of it's sitting over in the corner, and Harbor Freight notcher. They're adequate for what they are, and that's giving them some credit. There's no repeatability of bends with this. There's no real high degree of accuracy with the notcher, and their primary purpose was for doing like rock sliders and bumpers, where a high degree of accuracy wasn't really needed for me. But I can't do a cage with these. And I wouldn't want to attempt to do a cage with these. So that of course is going to be the primary use for your guys' bender and notcher. But once the cage is done, once the cage is finished up, and once any coilover mounts are done, the bender and notcher are going to collect dust, and I really don't care for that idea. I don't like that. So here's what my proposition is. Once my cage is done, I'll go and I'll pelican case up the bender and the notcher, and any established member of Pirate 4x4 that desires to borrow it, they'll pay for the insurance and pay for the shipping. I'll send it to them. And then when they're done, they send it back to me. And we just keep that process and keep, paying it back to the off-road community. So that's pretty much my offer, guys. I hope I win, and thank you guys very much for the opportunity.